Hello, I'm back playing in my pickup journal, and this has been such fun in the making. I have videos on all of this if in my playlist under Junk Journal Making if you are interested in stepping back a little bit. But I was at this point, I had used the separators in this journal that were heavy, shiny white paper, and I'm going to use them as my section dividers. And so this morning, while I was playing by myself, I took out a piece of this trifold that I got in Walmart, a package of them, and the paper, if you can, let me see if I can get very, very close so maybe you can see that it has, let me see if I can do that. It has, it's got a finish to it that is not completely flat. It's really quite wonderful. It's really quite, there it is. It's really quite wonderful paper. So, I used that paper to make this trifold piece, and I used Artie Mae's wonderful method of using her Distress inks, putting it on my glass mat, putting some water on top of it, and just blotting the colors on that I wanted to have here, and drying them. And then I added some, as you can see, I added some collage embellishments, and I used a new stamp that I had just purchased to add to that. And so this is where I am. The outside, I wasn't sure, this would be the back. I wasn't sure whether or not that was going to be attached or not, so I just did this little bit, I colored it, and then I just did this little bit of adding of ephemera because it could swing either way. But in my mind's eye, I thought this might be very nice attached right here at the outside of this. And then I thought, while I was on my way to Hobby Lobby today, that, wow, I might make this, attach this so that it will open out. I'll have to think a little bit more about that. These are bits from Our Girl, and this was the February chapter in her book. Edith Holden is just, she always provides possibilities for embellishment. So this is this morning's project, and I'm going to leave that in here for the time being. And now I'm going to work on this envelope. I thought this might do nicely, either attached or not to this page. It even could be clipped on. But, so, that's the project for this afternoon. Let me put this aside. And now I have it in my mind that I want to, instead, I was thinking about windows and envelopes and how I could get windows in here without opening the sides, because I know that can be done, and I might still end up removing the sides. I don't know that yet. But, so, I thought I might add where are my eyeglasses? Goodness gracious. I'll be back. not used to wearing them, so they get lost on me. Here, I thought I might try just putting in a flower small enough to work here. And number 5. So we have the flower started. Now I think a leaf. And I think I'm going to have that leaf going down this way. That might just be enough. Yes. Alrighty, now, is this going to work? Well, no, not really. No, not really. Well, if I want to stitch, and I do, on this, I guess the sides are going to have to go. Yes, I'm afraid so. I don't know why I thought those envelope sides were so precious, but I want to take off just the tiniest little bit here. And over here, just the tiniest bit. There we go. And that's all I removed. Now, I think there should be enough life left in this X-Acto blade to accomplish this, since it is only one thickness of heavyish paper. I don't know why thinking about envelopes with windows led me to this strangeness of my thought process sometimes. Okay. So, I also want to apply some fabric in some way, shape, or form to this envelope. I know that you absolutely do not need to see me cut out all of these little bits. So I will be back. Well, I'm not sure why these colors are happening, but they are. So I guess my muse has taken over. And when she does, I might as well just give it up. I'm quite tickled with the way this came out. I'm thinking I will back this cut area with this rose on a piece of collage, this also on a piece of collage, and this is the leftovers from the pieces on the front cover. So I thought that might work right there. After that, I just got out some things that I thought might work here and there. And I have this, and I just love it to death, and I have no idea where it came from. I want to say Hobby Lobby, but maybe not. I don't know. I might save the last little bit of this from the Rose Journal from Ooh La La Crafts. That looks like it might work. The dark bits on here might work, but need some more on there to make me happy. I was thinking this bit right here in this corner might just do the trick. Oh, this fabric is not going to, doesn't seem to want to. There it is. There it is. And here. There. All right. That French print on there looks nice. Let's see now what else can be added to this front. Even though the stamp is going to be there, this might be nice. Or not, but well, I could move the stamp over and then I would just lose. No, I wouldn't. That's a possibility, isn't it? These are the times when I wish I could hear what you were saying to me. I wonder if that will work. I hope. This part of telling the collage story is the adventure. The best part of this. Well, it might. I don't know why. It might. And then again, it might not. this color and that color. Could be. Could be. Maybe a bit of green might be just what the doctor ordered. Let's see. Might be just there. Now I must have a little bit of music. I certainly must. Maybe not here. Oh, isn't that pretty? Stop, Carol. This is not the time to browse. We're looking for some music. Focus. Maybe in here. I don't think it's in there. Ah! Saved by the bell. Better. Better. Knowing me, I'm going to stop, take a picture of this, and get out my script stamp. Sometimes I scare myself. I paint myself into corners. I'm trying to get this piece of rose collage to fit on the back there. And let's see now if I have it. Right. I decided that I wanted to use more of the white of the rose to brighten this up a little bit. So, I think that bit is going to be declared mission accomplished. So that's how that fits. And these might be my bits for the other leaf, but let's cross that bridge when I get to it. I'm thinking I want to use a little distressing on the edge of this cut. Just the tiniest little bit. Just the tiniest. Now, do I want to use vintage photo or tea dye. Let's see what happens. There we go. There we go. Just a bit now. Now, when all else fails, there's always Scotch tape. There is always Scotch tape. Put it that way, the way I cut it. This side bit will get included in the stitching. I'm going to give it a little bit of leeway. Can't go too far because the leaf starts there. So, and here. So here we go. Let's see now about these pieces of green for here. I think I cut that one a little too close. There it is. That didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, so let's check it again. Yes. Scotch tape again. Sometimes tried and true. I know that many of you are probably telling me better ways to have done this, and I'm sure there are as many as there are you, because that's the nature of this, isn't it? So, now glue the leftover bit from the cover. This is the fabric. And the fabric on the cover was not free. It was attached to paper for demonstration purposes in the catalog. So, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh. And here we go. Today, my trip to to Hobby Lobby was not quite the treasure trove I expected. They were really changing stock around. But I did manage to get a 50% off on a beautiful rose cutter. Sorry, I lost track there for a moment. It's focused. Oopsie daisy. Let's do it the right way, Carol. Helps, really does. Now, I probably should have waited. Yes, I should have, because I'm going to do some script on here. But, well, we'll just work around that little problem. This will be Timber Brown. It stays on because I see no reason to use black on here yet, although there is black in that ribbon up here. Maybe I should. Maybe I just should. Okay. Change of plan. Fold this. Oopsie daisy. Let me fold this back. Use the lines to try to make some sense out of the words. Go this way. Let me fold again. don't stop putting this down. Okay. There. Bombs away. Oh, dried up on me. It's a fine kettle of fish. Oh, very nice. There, but not there. There, but not there. Now, just a little more down there. And just a little more there. Alrighty. And while I'm at it, why don't I think I'll line the inside of this so that that is not visible. Yes. Okay, let me do a bit more. Then I'm going to stop for a while and have a little read. Got a very good book. Of course, my head is starting to react to the allergens in the air. The pollen is unbelievable. My head is telling me that it's been out today. Of course, that's not quite my husband's take on my head and what might be wrong with it, but we won't go into that. That, and now this bit. I do hope that I'm not the only one who can get this fumble-fingered when doing this, but probably because I am still a newbie, and I hope that's the reason. Let's get something there. And there. And here. Done. And I think while this is open, I shall take some time covering the inside of this envelope, and I will be back after I've had a little bit of a rest and a think. Well, it is Thursday afternoon, and I'm back to playing. And I did line the inside of this envelope, and I thought I would see what I had planned yesterday, and I'm kind of liking where this is right now. And then, as I said, I found this, and I wish for the life of me I could remember where that came from. Maybe it will come to me. But I thought that I would use this. And let's see how close I can get to this circle without causing any calamities. And I thought I would also use my new tiny stamps to stamp the center of this, since I have discovered fabric stamping and how satisfying and how nice it looks. All right. Mission accomplished. And I think I'll stick with the black here because of the black notes on the music and the black here and there and on the postage stamp. And I wanted to put something underneath this, and I came back to all standby. It is unbelievable how I can't seem to see beyond that. Whoops. Not so wonderful. But I don't think I mind that. No, I don't. I think I'm going to use it anyhow. Let's see if I can just cut this bit out. This is like the gift that keeps giving. It's quite something. I think it works so well because it's been starched within an inch of its life. I was going to put it under, but now I think I'm going to put it over, and you know why, but I won't tell if you don't. Let's see. Alrighty, that looks like a good start. Okay, let me put this out of harm's way, and I'm going to distress the edges of these pieces and glue them down. I haven't started thinking about the back of the envelope or the flaps, so that's next on my agenda. Well, mission accomplished. I put some stitching around this piece and glued it down with Fabrifix, and glued this down with Fabrifix, and this with Art Glitter Glue. So, now this can rest. And this is the lining that that can rest, but I think that needs some of this underneath. Now, okay, so I'm going to now work on this section. And maybe this while I'm thinking about it. So this is a color that I'd like to play up a little bit more back here. Now, what can I do to do that? Let's find another place. Okay. It's not quite the same color, but it certainly is a color. And I'm certainly thinking, whoa, maybe up there. Maybe up there. Let's get this bit out now. Right here. I can go quite close because I want to use that other, this other area, and or maybe that. I don't know. That's the remainder of the front. Oh, isn't this tearing beautifully? Well, either way might be very nice there. Okay, that stays there. And this maybe right here. Could be. Just this little bit of the one from the top there. I like that. And I was kind of taken with this. Or not. This would bring out the idea on the leaf. Let's see. It's really something the way in the last 6 or 8, 7 months, maybe 8, I have become a person who is willing to tear into anything. And the end result is quite pleasant. Ripping paper is satisfying, but also a learned skill. Let's see. It's hiding under here. Now I know I didn't glue anything together. Oh well. So, maybe. Maybe. And this is just the most tender paper ever. Maybe. What is hiding in here? I don't think too much that I might need there. No. All right, this one goes underneath. This one had better come out because there were goodies in here, I know that. Yeah, I thought I had a system here. Sure I do. All right, now this is hiding everything. That's hiding things here. Oh, white, white. White inside, white here. Yes. No, too bright. Much too bright. Brings out the white, the little bit of white that is over there. And maybe that. And maybe not. How about that there? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, let's move down here a little bit further. About that. What about a raggedy? What about turning that into a little raggedy? I'm thinking yes, maybe. I'm thinking yes, maybe. A raggedy. A raggedy. A little one. For there. But we need this. We need this piece of coffee dyed paper. And yes, I just smelled it to make sure that it is, and it is. Things one does in pursuit of a raggedy. Peeking out from the bottom, over the top. Peeking out, over the top. Well, that's possible. Now this problem, oh yes, 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 this goes well here. Okay, this is doable. Now, well, now you just naturally have to know what I'm searching for. It's just, oh, let me take a picture. And camera. Doesn't have to be art photography. Just has to be in the camera. Let's now, let me take a moment, and I think I'm going to distress and glue. And the next step will be the fun here. I wonder if I dare to do that. Probably will. Well, I believe in all honesty that something saved me from myself. I was making that little raggedy edition, and all of a sudden something hit me that I was making I was overdoing. So, back to my two favorite things. Jo Sonja's Rich Gold. For those of you who don't know, I probably have told you this quite a few times, but this is probably 20 years old. I loved it then, and I love it now. And this stencil, my go-to. I'm going to let that ring until my husband, who is out in his workshop working on his model airplanes, answers the phone. Alrighty, now I'm going to gild this a bit, and I will, in a few moments, I will show you why. Alright, Carol, what did you do? Nothing bad. Oh, good. This has got to be dotted around. Let's see what we have. Oh yes. Every time I look at that, and I've probably done it many, many times, probably more than I should have, but there's always manages somehow to get me out of a fix that I have gotten myself into. There we go. And here we go. Mission accomplished. Now I'll get this bit done. And, oh, garbage truck joy. They're late today. So you're getting the full Carol in her studio, including the garbage men. What would we do without those men? I particularly think of them in the heat of Florida, when the temperature might say 95, but it can often feel like 110. So, I try to leave some water bottles out for them whenever I can, either my husband or I. Put them out in the morning, and even though they might not be cold by the time they receive them, at least the thought is there, and they do have something to hydrate themselves. All right. Now, let me share the look of the gold, top and bottom. Now, I just want to put, yes, I'm hiding stuff under there. I'm like a kid. Okay, now, maybe I can do this. Yes, maybe if I hold my mouth right, I can do this. It's just put the tiniest bit right here. And even a little bit over on that piece of collage. Why not? Okay, somewhere. Maybe some here. And here. Just the tiniest bit right there. So, I had these things laid out here, and then I was working here. And I made this, and the whole picture changed in my mind. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this button on here. I sewed it down to hold it together, and I said, I had it here with all the other things, but it turned out to be too pretty. So I said, what happens if I tear this apart? Get that straight edge off, just because I'm on a roll here and I don't want straight edges. What about if I do that and collage that, maybe even that way? Oh Lord, I hate to hear you, but I know what you're saying to yourself. My God, girl, get over it. But this, I thought, and then, where is it? Oh, then this, right on top, and that. Oh my Lord in heaven. Oh my Lord in heaven. I am so sorry. Oh, I am so sorry. Let me go through that again. Oh, I hate it when I do silly things like that. So, the gold on the back of the envelope, and a little bit here on the front. I do apologize. And I'm going to try not to let that horrible error stop me, and I do hope that you will forgive me. So, the plan. I cut these 2 pieces, and then of course I laid some of the standby here. Maybe this way, because that's the heavier side. And then this on there. It would play well with the front and close down and look like that. And I'm just going to do almost probably nothing with the rest of it. So let's do some gluing. I am just, sometimes the simplest things can make you so happy when you're doing this kind of art. So, first things first now. Let's put down this piece. And here. And then this one. Oh, I cannot stop thinking about how awful that was for me to forget you. I am so sorry. And I think there. And then this with art glitter glue. Down this goes. Right underneath here. Alrighty, now make sure that I apply that one properly. And that you can see it. And I'll go to the big guns for this. And this one right down there. Okay, let's have this bit. Oh, yes. Sometimes less is more, and I think this was one of those times. Much better. Now the last thing, of course, is some postage. I should get out my postage box. My postage box, and well, I know I need that. These are the only wavy lines that I have. And this is so nice. It fits so well. And then that will go there. And then maybe something else here and there. What else? There's so many goodies on here. Oops, like that. It's liable to have to go there. And anything else? No, don't force it, Carol. No, had one calamity on this video today. Let's not do something else. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I don't know why, but I do. Oh yes, much better. Much better. Now I need to get out my juicy black. And that's this one. Does make a black statement. So let's get that on first. Now, whoops. I'm going to bring that right over to there. Yes, I am. It's going to be tricky with that. Let me keep it off the lacy doings there. Black it is. Okay, now there's and here. Oh my, it's becoming male. Received Directory September 24th, 1944 is what it says. Okay, let's get this one right there. head isn't in the way. And this one. Oh, I do like this one. I love it, I love it. All right, take a deep breath, Carol. Let's go. Well, I'm going now to clean up all of this before I share this with you for a close-up. Well, here we have the start of an envelope for my pickup journal. This was just fun from the very beginning when I got this idea to cut out and add some pretty behind it. And I'm quite tickled with the front. It might or might not be finished, but I'm really tickled with the lining that went into it and the back of this envelope with this Franken goodie right here and some of my go-to lace and bits to play up the color on the front. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this craft with me, and if you have, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I do try to answer all of them, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Let's have a good close-up look now. Pretty, pretty Italian stamp, and the postage marking was nice and dark. This front of this envelope needed that. Some pretty ooh-la-la fabric that has been stamped. This circular motif on which the stamp did not, I probably should have, on this kind of fabric, I will try the next time to use this dark black on here. But I went and used my go-to on top of it for a little hiding of the uh-oh. And these two little finishing stamps I just thought were a big help. These pieces of collage were attached, of course, onto the back. This is a piece of leftover from the front of the cover of my pickup journal. And the back. Turned out to be quite happy with that closure. I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. More food for thought. But I do have some of this left, and I am seriously thinking of making a closure in which I just slide down the this into it, and I'm thinking of well, I'll share if I do that. If I come to a decision, I will certainly share it with you on my next Craft With Me. Bye now.